So, funny little story about life. I've had a lot of time in my hands and I've been full-time YouTube for the last month. But I went back to work today. Guess what showed up today? Exactly. So, rather than do reviews for each of the most recent GI Joe Classified series figures, I'm going to do a ranking video. Yes, I reviewed Torch, so we'll skip that one. I'll remind you of the whiskey score I did once we come across our dude Dreadnok Torch. But in the meantime, I'll do little mini reviews and hopefully compact this nice enough for one video. You can get my entire thoughts. But anyway, we got 121 through 125 in the classified line to review, so let's get right on to it. Yo, Joe! Alright guys, I hope you woke up and got your COVID test because we're back in the year 2000 and that's how long this buck is. Gnawgahyde is basically Operation Blackout, Chuck Liddell, Gung Ho, and yeah, Retro Gung Ho, whatever. And my absolutely terrific Mezco Terry Crews Roadblock. But with a new head and wrist guards and... yeah, this buck's damn old. Shout out to Adam Bradley Freeman who ripped up this roadblock and made a freaking amazing custom out of it. Still my favorite roadblock I own to date. Even better than the Mezco one because he's so short. But as you can see, the arms are the same. And he's got these new rest guards. So this is an all new piece. Funny thing about that tattoo, Anarchy, it's road pigs, as you many know. So, yeah, what's up with that? Were you starting a new faction within the Dreadnoks? It's reuse all the damn way from the boots, legs, same knee pad. Still got pins, and it's 2024. Pins aren't always the worst thing in the world, but and then you got Big Chuck right there. But yeah, same exact buck. You guys knew that, but I figured it'd be fun to show these off. As you could see, good old Gnawgahyde and Gung Ho must lift at the same gym because they're getting the same exact results. But getting into the real good is some of the design artwork here. Tony crushed it. Just fantastic artwork all over the vest. You got all these different bones, this teeth, this cheetah pattern right there. He's got a really nice face sculpt. He's got the scars. It's got the overbite, everything like that. You get the bone necklace. You get the dog tags. So him and Major Blood can drink to that, unfortunately, for the Joes. You got this nice python snake tattoo on the head. Give you guys a nice up-close look at those scars. Got all new wrist gauntlets, everything like that. Got that nice sheath on the back. I love the texture on it. Looks like it was handmade, obviously from poaching. Got the other sheath right there. Does that even fit in there? Yeah, it does. So overall, it's a decent figure. It's solid reuse, but I really wish it just had a new buck. Doesn't have to be all new, just a better choice. But I get they wanted to make him big and tall, maybe separate himself from some of the other Dreadnoks. Then again, we got Road Peg, right? Which we've yet to see. We've not had a digital render of him yet. Of course, it wouldn't be Gnawgahyde without the Crocodile Dundee hat. Dig that one. But yeah, real nice job with this cap. You can see the detail there. Some of the bones. All right, and here's Gnaws accessory reuse. At least Hasbro this time did a great job trying to give everything a two-tone. So first we're going to show off the strapless quiver that we've got here. It's the same as Shadow Tracker's. Got the arrows that come out. As you can see, this feels like a little bit warped-ish, this arrow. But, I mean, are we ever going to really use it? Probably not that much. But at least they gave us like a nice OD green with the browns on both the arrow rather than the Shadow Tracker was just straight up black. So that's great. And then on the compound bow, as far as quality, this feels gummier than this. And actually this feels, you know, nice and stiff. But this one is all just super gummy. Look at this thing. I'm not even really trying. And this I can't. Look at big difference. Just super gummy compound bow. What a disaster. Then we got low light sniper rifle case. It was just all a matte gray. It was completely cool at the time. It's had some nice design. Taking a look at Gnaws, he's a hunter poacher, and it's got nice brown stuff in there. But yeah, actually you get a little bit of yellow in there from the wear, so almost like a three-tone. And then we go to the M2010 Enhanced Sniper Rifle. It's a great repaint. How is it quality-wise? You know, it's not too bad. Actually feels, it's crazy because it actually feels a little stiffer than this one. This one was actually really gummy. So I think there was a lot of feedback on this being gummy. And did they cheap out on the bow? Because there wasn't that much. They actually made this a stiffer one. As you can see, it's got the same exact scope. A little bit of wash would have made this a tremendous weapon, but you know, it is sturdy. Now this machete that we got, shout out to Shark Eye Toy, great, love the term. It's crazy because the blade is actually not bad, but it came in the package like that. I mean, I don't think he'll be wielding that and doing very well against giant rhinos and stuff like that in the rainforest, man. That's not going to get it done. It does have a nice gray paint on there, and I'll show you how it goes on the wrist. You know, and I like this accessory. It's too bad it's got that curve. I don't think that's cool, man. I don't even know. I guess you got to heat it up or maybe just give it one of those. It's not so bad. It's a cool accessory. I think it's new. It's got to be an all new one, right? Too. If we've had this in the line, let me know. Look at that nice paint. And I guess once you, man, there's no, I don't know. It was like in that plastic too. You know, I don't know whether the weapons are coming out better in that plastic tray or in the baggies at this point. In case you're wondering, that's how the sniper rifle looks in the case. It looks really nice and all colorful. You pop that on the back of Gnaw. You got to go through the vest and the back. Like so. And then you pop the... Oh, and that's supposed to go... Man, that we get a little bit of warpage on the peg there. That's not good. That's really not good. I think I had it like this, but then I don't know. It's kind of wacky. This was definitely made for Shadow Tracker in mind, man. Some of this reuse is something else. Maybe this will look better this way. This isn't the best. But you're not here for the humans, you're here for the animals. Junkyard Timber, Pork Belly, and Fiona say cheese. Well, the clear-cut absolute winner of this set is our guy, Pork Belly. Oh, rest in peace, Clyde. And rest in peace to the bottom of his jaw, because this thing pops out like a mug. And that's such a pain. As you can see, it's got that like little bracket there. And it pops out like crazy. So you got to be super delicate with our nice Pork Belly. But this could be one of the best action figure paint job washes of the year. Tone is just he crushed Gnawgahyde. It's so sad about the reuse because there's so much artistic love put into this figure. I mean, just look at the eyes, look at the wash, just all around a bang up job. Obviously got some fun, silly articulation. Very similar to the other animals we've got in the background. So overall, you get the nose ring, get really good looking. You get the eyes, you get the ears pierced there. Just so much personality in Pork Belly. I'm giving Pork Belly a freaking 5 out of 5. Okay, he gets a 5 out of 5. This is the best figure in the entire wave. But unfortunately, it's a 3-pack. So no, we didn't forget you, Yobo. You prick, an Australian, and Macacan and Baldian. But there's Yobo. He's just more of an accessory than an animal. I was nervous as hell to pull this guy out, and it actually did kind of get stuck. This tail should have 1000% been articulated. Love the personality, love the eye patch, love the jaw, love everything about this guy except that he doesn't articulate. Aw, man. I was ready to rip this guy to shreds, but it's so much fun to play with. The paint detail is great. The head sculpt, vest, and Pork Belly are just out of this world. Despite all its faults, I was going to go 3.5 out of 5 for a number 5, but we're going to go 3.75 out of 5. I think it's fair. I think the Roadblock Gung Ho Buck is absolutely atrocious. It's 5 years old. But other than that, this is a spectacular figure, and Gnawgahyde was one of my faves as a kid. I think they do him justice otherwise. Absolute great work from Hasbro. And I'm going to get absolutely crucified for this, but Gnawgahyde is no Dreadnok. He feels more in line with this faction. Come on now. Okay, so this really sucks, but I have to go with Dreadnok Torch at number 4. I know you guys watched my review and it was, or maybe you didn't. You should, because otherwise, the hell are you doing here? No, but if you haven't seen my Dreadnok Torch review, go watch it and then come back. I did give it a whiskey score of 4.25-4.5, which is excellent. It's really good. I had very few complaints. It was so close. I couldn't decide between Dreadnok Torch and this guy, Night Creeper. Yeah, from afar, right here, he doesn't look all that spectacular. He looks okay. I mean, purple and maroon and camouflage gray, it looks weird. Things about him look weird, but then when you really dig into it, especially the accessories, it really sets the stage for a $24.99 price figure. This guy's nearly a deluxe for that cost. I mean, they gave us version 1 and version 2 heads included in the same fig, and they both look excellent and so much fun. And in case you're wondering, yeah, it looks like the head sculpt's inside here, but it's molded on. Quickly going over the buck, it seems like we have an all-new torso. It's got really good movement and all the way around. You could do all those sick ninja poses with this ball rocker joint that we got here. So really well done. Goes side to side. You see the crunch right there. Goes back. So terrific there. Head tilt isn't that spectacular on this. It just kind of swivels around. It's kind of weird, especially with this V2 head. Doesn't tilt all the way around, so it feels. Let's get the other head back on. See, it's got this really small ball joint. Put this one in, and kind of rocks side to side, looks down, but there's not a whole lot of articulation in the head. Looking at the arms, you got torpedoes. As you can see there's a crease where the paint starts on the gauntlet for the camo. Of course, you got these shoulder pads that are cut off and molded on, so you can have a wonderful time messing around with this butterfly joint, which is really nice and hidden. You can't even tell it as butterfly. So the articulation on this guy, besides the ball joint on the head sculpt, is really terrific. Of course, do we even have to say anymore? Yeah, we do, because we had Gnawgahyde, but it's double pinless for those concerned at home, but he's going to be a lot of fun to play with. Those are the arms. Now we look at the legs. It's nunchucks. Same thing, but we got new calves here, new boots. I don't think we've had these pieces yet with this nice Shogun type plate there. Someone's going to correct me, samurai, but please do. Same shoe mold with the toes. You could stick your ninja stars in there. Fun joke, Punk with Toy. Shout out to my dude right there. He's got the Shuko hand tiger claw, which is super dope. You know, climbing walls, climbing foes. It's going to have, you know, he's got the fling going back and forth, so that's really nice. So the articulations on the glove hands are really dope. Night Creeper comes with two kind of swords. You got the Moro Chris on the top. It's a little bit less jagged. You got the 7 branch sword on the bottom, or a Hihito. I'm probably saying that way wrong, but whatever. Correct me in the comments. Tell me how to pronounce it. Help the algorithm. And a close-up look at the differing hilts. He's got these two karambits daggers. Karambits? Karambits? You tell me how to pronounce it. Go ahead. Do your best. In case you were wondering, they go here and here. And then finally, we got the Military Armaments Research Syndicate. That's Mars for all you clowns out there. Multi-bow crossbow. It's got the arrow that fits right in there. And if you pull on the trigger, it even shoots at you. And then shout out once again to my guy Shark Eyes Toy View, who reviewed this 1900 years ago. He pointed out that this was Storm Shadow V2's backpack. So excellent research, Adam. And then that arrow I just shot between your two eyes goes right in there as so, I think. There you go. Clips right in nicely. Great functionality. He's got the rope and all that. I can't wait, because now when I get Storm Shadow, I don't have to review this backpack at all. And then for weapon storage, you'll plop the crossbow such as so, matching the triangles like that. But man, that's what I love, when my figures can carry everything. I don't have to go searching for it in baggies. I'm absolutely thrilled. And look at that green metallic paint on that 7 branch sword. Just absolutely fantastic. This guy's a super winner in my book. All right, so how is this guy not a 5? Well, the two issues I have is while I'm posing, a lot of stuff just tends to fall out. There's the arrow, you know, which is pretty decently cinched in there. The swords, nothing is loose, see? But when you start posing and messing around with it, he loses a lot of stuff. I mean, that's just what's going to happen. Also, this head sculpt, it tends to pop out. I mean, I pushed it in all the way, but it's got some weird articulation. It's just such a simple ball peg. It's going to be a lot of fun to pose with, but it's a lot of work because of all the stuff going on. You just want to take that off and then kind of mess around with them first. I gotta go 4.5 out of 5. I mean, it's an ultimate ninja army builder. The Night Creeper is so faithful to the original, but then you also get the V2 head and tons of weapons, and they're all well done. The reuse is brilliant, and it's modern, and it's so sick and so fun to pose. Come on, Doc, this woman's not that heavy. You should see my cousin Jennifer. But no, seriously, Jinx Kimarashikage is absolutely stunning. Much like rock and roll, they took the sensibilities and aesthetics of version 1 and other versions of the original character and classified her up. This is absolutely one of the best face scans they've ever done. Face sculpts. Look at the hair texture, the eyeshadow. It's very subtle and beautiful. The lips are full and nice. The necklace. You get the tattoo designs just so well. Yeah, the elbow joint doesn't have the paint. That seems to be the case on a lot of tattooed figures, but we can let it pass. Double pinless. You've got her waist belt molded on. It's a super soft, nice PVC plastic. I love how the darker red paint seamlessly blends into the bright red, the classic bright red of Jinx. You got the baggy legs. Man, this is where most of the tooling budget went to this wave. Except for pork belly, maybe. But yeah, all new sculpt. Everything here is new. I mean, if I'm wrong, cool, point me out. But shout out to my dude Baldy Locks. He nailed it in his review. When he talked about Kim being classified up with the tats and the dragon logo and everything. And of course, we're definitely going to get a retro carded version, which is just amazing. This is how it should be done. Classify the figure up, give us the retro card version later. We told you, Hasbro, we want to buy multiple versions of these characters. We want your classified version. We want the retro version. Most people. For the blindfold, they gave Jinx this really, really soft plastic, and you can pop over the blindfold. I'm a little nervous. I hope it does feel stretchy, but I hate to rip it on camera and look like a fool. You can see, you can cover it there. I'm going really soft. I take care of my toys. But yeah, make sure, oh yeah, look at that. That is something else. Then we have her ninja wrap look. Everything looks amazing. And it's exact eyes too. Just not messing around. Really, a little more fierce maybe, than a little more delicate, but just awesome work. Then if you want to go full on Ninja Turtle with a blindfold over the ninja mask, no matter how you square it, this Jinx rocks. Alright, for weapons, we've got the Gnawgahyde. Yeah, it's a dual-bladed staff based on the Gnawgahyde and kendo sticks, but it is not the Gnawgahyde. It's not a big deal. But for all you Dark Souls crazies out there, you can call it a glaive. But it's also reminiscent of the Fangying. Then our other weapon is this katana with the sheath based on the Snake Eyes movie, which was a highly underrated weapon, by the way. Look at that sheath with the gold. It's absolutely stunning. I'm pulling that out. You're going to see it's the same exact thing, and it's funny because they got the peg on a different side, maybe to trick you, fool you, whatever. But yep, same thing. Just doesn't have the gold and has a brown handle. And then in addition to the gripping hand, she comes with 2 fists, and that's great because she's a ninja. All right, Jinx, articulation, very important. How is she? She's pretty damn good. So you got butterfly joints. Pretty good. It's a newer female buck. It's all new mold. Of course, we got double elbows, shooter head, double pinless everywhere too. But this one's got a little more range. Of course, you can go crazy kicks all over, just extended range for a ninja, so really terrific there. Double pinless. I'm not going to go too sick on this articulation because it's a ranking video, but just to give you a better idea, since she's a ninja and it's so important. Now the biggest problem with Jinx is the ab crunch. It's awful. It's almost non-existent. It folds to the back, but to the front, you can't do much with it at all. And it's on a very limited rocker joint, and she's got great head tilt. Looks all the way down. Looks up decently. Not the best, but the head tilts are nice enough to do ninja poses, but then you can't do much with this. It just rocks a little bit around. It's very limited. We have Black Widow here in her signature pose, and I'm attempting to do the same thing with Kim, and I can't because of the crunch. She can actually pull her face pretty forward, which is really nice. Although it's supposed to look about down, but look, it's not going to happen because there's nowhere to crunch. It just bounces back up. She could still pose really well, but it's limited. She can't tilt her whole body over, or yeah, it's really a mess. But that said, she's got great toe articulation. She's got great ankle articulation. So there's a lot. Those double knees are great. All right, super long comparison time. Daredevil Elektra with Jinx is Lady Jinx with the new Night Creeper and Nunchuck. Jinx, Red Ninja, Blue Ninja. Kim and Sean. Got CM Jinx and the lovely ladies of Classified. And then we got Jinx with her cousin Tommy and his best frenemy. And then shout out to friend of the channel, Steven MC, who gifted me this fun custom that I've had all these years. Time for retirement. But if we were basing this on favorites, Jinx would be number one. I had such a blast messing with Jinx. My most anticipated GI Joe Classified figure that's been announced and rendered and pre-sold so far, but you can't mess with perfection. This one's so close, minus the almost absent ab crunch. Kim gets a 4.75 out of 5. Yes, this is a hell of a wave. But whose time is it? It's Doc time. Who? Man, congrats, Doc. Congrats, Carl Greer. Not only are you the best action figure from GI Joe Classified in this wave, but you are one of the best of the year. Just about everything fits on his person. I got one little med pouch here. As you can see, this guy is a deluxe figure for $24.99. He's comes fully equipped. Everything. I said a lot of the expense went to Jinx, and that's true. There's some reuse here, and we'll go over that, but it's absolutely brilliant. It's absolutely brilliant, and you can have several different looks for Doc. So much functionality, lots of good stuff. Man, let's just get right into it. Look at that face. Oh, Mrs. Greer is proud of her baby boy. He looks awesome. And you can fit these glasses underneath. Now, the paint on the glasses is not the best. The factory's going to do that. This Green Lantern light shades, they're cool. And you know, they actually don't fit on the best. I've seen some reviews where they fit pretty damn good on the figure. And unfortunately, I have a little bit of warped sunglasses. But if you throw them underneath the cap and you take your time putting it in there, it's awesome. Just look at this guy. Got the med pills bandied to his helmet. I mean, that's just hilarious. That's some Lenny and Tony having a beer trying to figure stuff out kind of shindig right there. You got all these med pouches and stuff that fit on the plate carrier. I mean, this guy's amazing. I almost just reviewed Doc tonight, but then I had them all. So I'm like, let's just do them all. Let's stay up late. Let's not sleep. But you get all the damn awesomeness. He's got the biceps. He's saving lives, meeting brides. He's a real life Tony Figs, right? That's what we got. Shout out to the guy, Tony Figs, who also made an amazing custom, as did KJ. Insignias there, tampos, whatever you want to call it. It's not much reuse on it, but yeah, you get Shipwreck's legs. I think it's an excellent, excellent choice. I mean, they went Dockers instead of the jeans. So, damn good, same diaper. And I believe this navy belt is underneath. Yeah, there it is. You're not going to see it anyway. You could just slide that belt right over there. Yep, that solves that problem. And here's the look at Doc. Yeah, he does have a little bit of Shannon Sharp there. I think Tony said that. That's pretty funny. But yeah, look at my guy. He's looking sharp. Lots of cool paint textures there. Got some Reed Richards grays in the hair, showing a little bit of life. But man, he's handsome. This is a very handsome sculpt. Very dope. I like all the look, flashlights and all kind of cool stuff like that. As far as the plate carrier, you know what it is. It's from our 60th Infantry Trooper. Some different style, same sizing, but it just has some different colors, different insignias on it. as we could see. And then yeah, I think I got some on the back too. Yep. If it is reuse, they did a great job adding a red buckle there. Haven't seen this holster yet. Could be from someone else, so you'll have to let me know in the comments. But he's got a taser gun. That's brand new because, you know, he's a pacifist. He's not going to be gunning down people or anything like that. But pretty cool that they had that. And how's the articulation with the vest? Excellent, 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 excellent. Look at underneath. Look at that crunch. Look at the crunch with the vest. So much better than what we got with Jinx, which is crazy. Jinx is a ninja. This guy's not going to be doing too many crunches except for to be getting the ladies. Maybe a workout scene with Sergeant Slaughter. Actually, look at this. I was like, wait a second, that looks familiar. And it is. It's Falcon's arms. Even get the same watch. Brilliant reuse. Brilliant reuse. And I think the torso is the same. Oh, looks like it is. Man, they did such a good job. Yeah, if you pull that down. Yep. Yep. It's the same. We got the same torso. Yep. It's got that lining there. If I can sneak over here. See the pocket. Yep. Yep. Same torso. Yep. And the collar. Yeah, same. I did see someone today pull off the vest and they're, you know, it reminds them of the classic, but we'll get a retro carded version, maybe without the stretcher and all that. All right, and then Mr. Greer has this awesome flare gun, and shout out to Leanne Hobbs. Had a terrific image of the flare just shooting up in the sky. So see how the glasses look? They're just kind of loose and all over, kind of crooked. I also did put the glasses underneath the helmet, but when I first put it out of the box, it wasn't this crooked. So see, they're not as bad as Buzzer's. Probably on par with Ripper's glasses. I'll have to mess with those. But it's too bad because I really like the translucent green. They did a nice job there. But now you can see why they molded the glasses on Torch. Lastly, we have this awesome stretcher. And a lot of us were wondering if these straps were pliable, if we were able to use them or mold it on. Or they're just molded on, unfortunately. But it does have a lot of details. This does look like padding. Maybe an extra paint on this would have been nice or something like that, but the functionality on it is terrific. For something like this to come with a $24.99 figure is an achievement. And you can even fit one of the pouches on there if you wanted to, and you can go this way, you can go this way with it. You can, so if you want to go this way with it, then you'll have to get rid of the pouches. So you won't be able to sneak one in there too well. It'll stick too much out, but your mileage may vary on how you want to do it. They nailed it. They nailed it. Carl Doc Greer is one of the best figures they've ever made, and it's a lot of reuse, which is just brilliant. Brilliant. The money can go towards other things, tooling, just amazing. And that's why we're getting the stretcher, because we're using the same legs, we're using the same torso and arms and everything. And the helmet is a lot alike, you know, the ones we've seen from the 60th and Grunt and Infantry. This is classified up. It still reminds me of the retro Doc, but it's amazing. I mean, I'm blown away. I'm going 5 whiskeys out of 5 for Doc. All right, I hope you dug the ranking video of the newest wave of GI Joe Classified. Which one was your fave? Do you agree with my rankings? Completely disagree? You got a dark horse in there. What do you think? Let me know in the comments what you think, how you rank it, who's your favorite. But most importantly, hit that like button. It helps the algorithm, helps me keep making these reviews. In the meantime, for a toy kind of mood, I'm Trab Moody. I'll catch you in the toy aisle. Peace.